Have you ever dreamed of having, a really luxurious wine tasting? That perfect scene, maybe warm evening air, twinkling lights, glasses clinking.
Oh yeah, the classic image.
Exactly. And most of us, well, we immediately think Napa trip or huge budget.
Right, seems out of reach.
But what if I told you that idea? That whole perception is about to be completely challenged in a way that honestly opens up some real possibilities.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So for this deep dive, our mission is really to explore how one person managed to turn a simple backyard, just a regular backyard, into this charming, budget-friendly wine tasting spot.
An oasis, almost.
Yes, an oasis that felt way more luxurious than what it cost, really capturing that feeling we talked about, the lights, the atmosphere.
And where are we getting this insight from?
Our source here is fantastic. It's excerpts from How I Created a Backyard Wine Tasting Experience on a Budget. It's from Wineful Living by Mia Gibson.
Ah, okay. And I think a key thing here, looking at Mia's approach, is how she basically boils down event planning into, like, really practical, doable steps. So we're going to unpack the main parts of how she created this, focusing not just on what she did, but, the thinking behind it that you could apply anywhere.
Good point.
We'll cover setting the scene cheaply, finding those impressive but affordable wines.
Which is always the big question.
Totally. And getting the essential supplies, planning the food, even how to structure the tasting itself so everyone enjoys it.
Okay, let's dive in then. If the goal is luxury on a budget, where did Mia even begin? Seems like a big task.
Well, she tackled the atmosphere first, which makes sense, right? Set the mood.
Right.
And she proved you don't need some massive overhaul or fancy rentals. Her genius move, really, was just looking at what she already owned.
Okay, so using existing stuff.
Exactly. Instead of just buying everything new, she went for this kind of bohemian picnic style. Used blankets she had, outdoor pillows, floor cushions, simple stuff for seating.
Comfortable, casual.
Yeah. But what really made the difference, the high-impact thing, was a $20 set of string lights.
Just $20?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep. From Target, apparently. She strung them between trees, along the fence. Yeah. And boom. Instantly changed the whole feel from just backyard to something intimate, almost magical.
Wow. It shows how one smart choice, that strategic visual thing, can do like 90% of the work for the vibe.
Precisely. It's about those key visual cues.
Okay, so lights handled. But what about tables? Because, people need somewhere to put their glasses, their notes. That can get pricey fast.
Right, and this is where she got really, really resourceful. For the tasting surfaces, she went to a local grocery store.
A grocery store? For table?
Yeah, and got wooden crates or pallets for free.
No way!
Yes. Gave him a quicksand, used some leftover paint she had, and suddenly they looked totally intentional. They fit right into that bohemian theme.
That is brilliant. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How often do we just walk past free resources like that because they aren't labeled event furniture?
Exactly. We overlook stuff right under our noses.
Such a good point about hidden resources. It really shifts your perspective. Okay, so setting. Check. Now, the next big money pit for hosts. It's always the wine, right? How did Mia handle that challenge?
She knew that good, affordable wines are definitely out there. You just need a smart strategy to find them.
Okay.
So she focused on finding bottles that, tasted like they should cost a lot more.
The sweet spot.
Exactly. And she aimed for variety, but not so much that it overwhelmed people.
Yeah.
The key was picking 6 different bottles.
6. Okay, what kind of mix?
A good range. 2 whites, 2 reds, a rosé, and a sparkling. Enough to give people a full tasting journey.
And can you give us some examples? What specific gems did she find? And maybe what was her method for finding them?
Sure. Her method involved looking at specific value brands and stores known for good deals. Like for whites, she got a crisp Chenin Blanc Trader Joe's Petit Reserve, I think it was like a $7.99.
Wow.
And a Bogle Sauvignon Blanc for around $10. Both great for starting off, usually good value anyway.
Okay, good choices.
For reds, a Josh Cellars Cabernet, maybe $13. And this is a great tip. A Kirkland Signature Rioja Reserva from Costco. Apparently only about $7.
Costco wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she noted it tasted easily like a $30 bottle. That's where knowing those specific store brands helps.
That's serious value find.
Totally. Then a Chateau Ste. Michelle Rosé, maybe $9, and La Marca Prosecco for bubbles, around $14. Plus, she used the Vivino app.
Oh, smart. To check ratings quickly?
Exactly. A great shortcut for quality control on a budget. So the total for all 6, Roughly $60.
$60 for 6 bottles that taste way pricier. That's incredible. That's like, what, $10 a bottle on average?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Compare that to what you'd pay for similar quality at a restaurant or commercial tasting.
Oh.
Maybe 3 times as much.
Yeah.
It really shows that knowing how to look and where to look pays off.
No kidding. The savings are amazing. It almost sounds too easy. So, okay, wine sorted. What about all the other stuff you need? The essential supplies for a DIY tasting? You don't need all the pro sommelier gear, right?
Absolutely not. Mia proved that. She just did a mix and match thing, used wine glasses she already had,
Right.
and supplemented them with some super cheap stemless ones from the Dollar Tree, like $1 each.
Smart. Very practical.
Totally pragmatic. And that went for other things, too. Small paper plates, simple index cards, and pens for notes. She even used a big mixing bowl from her kitchen as an ice bucket.
Love it. Function over form.
Exactly. When you're on a budget, that's often the way to go.
So what else was on her, like, bare minimum essentials list?
Let's see. Beyond glasses and plates. A basic bottle opener, obviously. Some wine stoppers. A plain white tablecloth, just to create a clean look for the wines.
Makes sense.
And for the interactive bits, she kept it simple. Paper bags to cover bottles for the blind tasting games.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. And small chalkboard signs or even just printed cards to describe the wines. She also made simple tasting sheets with some basic terms.
So guests feel a bit more guided.
Right. It empowers them, helps them articulate what they're tasting without needing a sommelier lecture. Just enough structure to elevate it beyond just drinking wine.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, food. You mentioned a charcuterie board. Elaborate spreads can kill a budget, but you still want it to look good. How did Mia pull off an impressive and budget-friendly board?
Her focus was really smart. Attractive presentation using simple, affordable ingredients, mostly from places like Aldi and Trader Joe's.
Okay, value stores.
Yep, she got a variety of crackers, water crackers, wheat thins, some rosemary ones just for different textures.
Good variety.
For cheese, she picked a soft brie and a sharp cheddar, and her tip was, buy blocks of cheese and slice them yourself. It's always cheaper than pre-sliced or cubed.
Always. Good tip. What else went on the board to make it feel complete?
She added fresh grapes, apple slices, some dried apricots for sweetness and color, olives and pickles. You can often get those affordably from a grocery store or olive bar.
Oh, yeah, the olive bar, sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Some economical salami slices, plain almonds and cashews, and then dark chocolate squares, which are great with red wine.
Definitely.
And the amazing part, the total food cost for 8 people was under $35.
$35 for a charcuterie spread for 8? That is seriously impressive.
It really is. It just proves that buying smart and arranging things nicely can make everyday stuff feel pretty special.
Absolutely. Okay, so the food sounds great and affordable. How does she keep things fun and interactive? What about, like, games or activities?
Yeah, she planned things to get people talking and using their senses. The blind tasting contest was apparently a big hit.
The one with the paper bags?
That's one.
Hey.
Covering the bottles, having guests guess the wine type, maybe even the price. It turns tasting into a fun little competition.
I love that idea. Keeps people engaged. Any other cool activities she used?
She also did a wine and food matchmaking thing, like using cards to suggest pairings between the board items and the wines.
Oh, neat. Educational but fun.
Exactly. And she added a playful twist. Slip one more expensive bottle, like a $30 one, in with the budget picks for Guess the Fancy Wine Challenge.
Yeah, that's clever.
And for music, she just used her existing Bluetooth speaker and made a collaborative playlist. Let everyone add songs. Simple, interactive, no extra cost. It's all about making it memorable without needing complicated stuff.
Right, making it feel personal, too. Okay, shifting gears a bit to the actual tasting. Mia didn't just pour randomly, right? You mentioned structure. How did she organize the wine flight to make it better for the guests?
Yeah, a logical order is really key for any tasting. It helps prevent your palate from getting tired or overwhelmed.
Okay, makes sense.
And it lets you appreciate the differences between the wines better. So Mia arranged them from the lightest body to the boldest.
So what was that specific order she used?
She kicked things off with the sparkling de la Marca Prosecco. Bubbles are great for waking up your taste buds.
Good start.
Then the whites. She did the Chenin Blanc first, then the Sauvignon Blanc. So moving generally from a slightly sweeter profile maybe to drier, crisper.
Got it. Whites first.
Then the Rose de Chateau Saint Michel. That worked as a nice bridge between the whites and reds.
Okay.
And finally the reds. She served the Rioja first, then the Cabernet Sauvignon, saving the biggest, boldest wine for the end.
Lightest to boldest, okay. And how much did she pour?
About 2 ounces per tasting. Enough to sample properly, but not so much that people get, too tipsy too quickly.
Right. sensible, and palate cleansing.
Oh yeah, crucial. Just water and plain crackers available throughout. And the cool thing was, she didn't pretend to be a master sommelier. She just shared a few fun facts about the wine regions or grapes. Kept it casual and informative.
That sounds much less intimidating for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, nearly there. What about those little decor touches, the small things that add visual punch but don't cost much? She kept that under $30 too.
Yeah, incredible, right? Her focus was on soft light and natural elements. She used mason jars with floating tea lights inside, put them along pathways maybe, gave off a lovely warm glow.
Simple, effective. I like it.
And for centerpieces, she used potted herbs like basil, rosemary, mint. They look nice, smell great, add another sensory layer.
And you can cook with them later.
Exactly,
Yeah.
multi-purpose. What other clever, cheap touches did she use?
Well, she found cloth napkins at a thrift store for 50 cents each.
Wow.
Little details like that really elevate it from paper napkins. She scattered some wine corks around, used those little chalkboard signs for the wine names again, and even put some fresh flowers from her garden into empty wine bottles as simple vases.
See, it's all about repurposing and using what's available.
Definitely. And a key insight she had was creating distinct areas, like a main tasting spot, but also a more casual lounging area, and a little wine bar zone.
So encouraging people to move around and mingle.
Exactly. It makes the space feel bigger and more dynamic. It's thoughtful layout, not expensive decorations. That made the difference.
Right.
Thoughtful design, not just throwing money at it.
Okay, finally, let's talk timing and planning. How did Mia make sure the whole event ran smoothly?
Strategic scheduling was really important. She started the party at 6:30 p.m.
Why 6:30 specifically?
That time allows guests to experience that lovely shift from twilight into evening, when the string lights really start to pop and create that magical atmosphere.
Good thinking. Capturing the golden hour, then the twinkly lights.
Exactly. She sent out digital invites 2 weeks ahead and smartly included a staggered arrival window.
Oh, so not everyone bombs the door at once.
Right. Prevents that initial bottleneck.
Yeah.
The main structured tasting part, she planned for about 90 minutes. Enough time to enjoy it, but not so long it drags.
Sensible duration.
But the biggest lesson, honestly, prep in advance. Food prep done earlier, outdoor setup handled well before guests arrived, timeline thought through.
So she could actually enjoy her own party. Precisely. Instead of being stressed and rushing around, that advanced planning allowed her to relax and be present with her guests.
That's maybe the most important tip of all. So whether you're, prepping for a work thing, getting up to speed on a topic, or maybe you're just really curious about how to throw a fantastic party without spending a fortune. This deep dive, I think, is packed with insights, helps you get informed quickly, and maybe sparks some aha moments about using everyday stuff.
Yeah, definitely some great takeaways.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it seems pretty clear the real beauty of hosting a backyard wine tasting like this isn't just the amazing savings, though. Less than $25 a person is pretty incredible.
It's remarkable, yeah.
But it's more about creating an experience that feels really personal, really special for everyone who's there.
Absolutely. And what's really compelling, I think, about Mia's story is how it shows that understanding how things work and applying it creatively can genuinely overcome financial limits.
Interesting point.
You don't need to be a certified wine pro. You don't need fancy sommelier kit to pull off a great tasting. It really underlines the critical thinking involved in just leveraging what you have or what you can find easily, using that to make memorable moments real connections.
So thinking about that, what does this all mean for you listening right now? This deep dive really highlights how a bit of creativity, some simple planning, can turn totally ordinary elements of backyard, some cheap lights, grocery store finds into something pretty extraordinary. New memories, maybe even new traditions.
Yeah.
It leaves you wondering, doesn't it? What simple elements in your own life, maybe overlooked things, are just waiting for their own deep dive transformation into something really special?